Good morning, YouTube. This is Keykeeper here with the BBPOJ. In layman's terms, a 1994 Chevrolet C1500 pick-me-up truck. Now, this truck is my dad's truck. It's got 164,000 miles on it. Let's take a look. Oh, I am wrong. 251,000 miles. It has Chevrolet's 4.3-liter V6 Vortec, coupled with a 4-speed automatic transmission and an open differential. It's not four-wheel drive, it's just a plain Jane work truck. I recently had a brake line break, so we took it to a local mechanic. He fixed the brake line, and then I had another brake line break that I fixed. The brake line that the mechanic fixed is this guy right down here. He had to place the pre-made rubber hose that leads to the caliper, and then some steel line that goes back behind the motor up to the master cylinder. The line that I replaced is this line right here that comes off the ABS module that feeds the rear brakes. And I just coupled it into some good line using a couple compression fittings. Easy repair. Brake pedal's still a little soft because I believe my brake booster's failing. I've got to pump up the brakes every now and then to get a good pedal. My fuel pump relay, this guy right here is a little bit damaged because this piece here I broke, and then I replaced it, so I had a zip tie in here. Well, the zip tie I think pushed out some of the electrical connectors, so every now and then this truck won't start. So I got to come wiggle it and then it fires right up like a boss. It's a pretty good truck. I like it. I got some, I put new brake pads, new brake rotors, new calipers on the front. I'm running Goodyear wet snow tires. It's a little muddy out here today, as you guys can see. I had some trouble coming up the lane there. This wheel's I think my front rims are damaged a little bit because when I balanced them, they took not only a lot of weight, they weren't. Should be. So I got my loud exhaust fixed. I took this truck to a local muffler shop in the city that I work, and for about $200 they put on a new pipe, a new muffler, and some new associated hardware. The only thing I didn't like was they welded the pipe in instead of using U-clamps like I would have preferred. But check it out, it's quiet. Yeah, hear that 4.3 rumble. Some of the future projects I plan to do with this truck is, like I talked about earlier, replacing the brake booster because the brake pedal's soft and sometimes it makes the red brake light come on. And in the rear, replacing the leaf springs and the shackles and the bolts and the shock absorbers in the front and rear, because the leaf springs in the rear are starting to break down. It's causing the truck to sit funny in the back, and if I go over bumps or raise it on a lift, the rear leaf springs drop down, which I'm sure is really hard on my drive shaft and struts. And besides, all that stuff's from 1994, so with 169,000 miles on it, so it's put in a fair share of use and needs to be replaced. So that's an update video on this Chevrolet truck.